installment of Ask the Expert. Today we're joined by Jon Cohen, award-winning realtor with the PhillyLiving team. Jon, today the topic is an interesting one. Today we're talking to our buyers and our sellers out there. When they're putting together a deal or reviewing a deal that's been presented to them when they're selling a house, there's a lot more to a deal than just the price, right?
Yes.
Can you walk us through what some of those considerations might be?
Sure. So, thank you for having me, Jake. Appreciate it.
Great to be here.
There's a common misconception amongst a lot of buyers that when they're submitting an offer, that it's just about the price. When in reality, an offer is multifactorial. So there are about 4 other major factors that play a role in submitting an offer that the seller is going to consider when they are reviewing the offer.
Okay.
So, first you have the price, but aside from the price, the other major factor is a deposit. The deposit is like a good faith deposit, usually given at the time the contract is signed, and sometimes there's an additional deposit about 15 days later or a few days after inspection finalization.
Okay.
So that's just to show the seller that you have skin in the game and that you're serious about purchasing the home. Second major factor is the down payment. So the down payment is usually tied to the mortgage and mortgage contingency, and it's a percentage usually of whatever program you're in, how much you're putting down on the home. So even though deposit and down payment both start with D, they're actually completely different things. For example, you could give a good faith deposit of about $15,000, but the down payment might only be $10,000. Therefore, you would get a $5,000 credit at settlement.
Okay.
All right. The third factor would be any kind of contingencies, like a home sale contingency, appraisal contingency, and home inspection contingency, such as like radon and termite in the general home inspection. All right. And the fourth factor is the settlement date. So a lot of times sellers have already found a home or they're being relocated for a job, so they prefer a settlement date that's soon after the contracts are signed. Whereas other sellers may need more time. They might not have found another home yet or have other things they need to do. So, as you can see, there are a lot of major factors that go into an offer, and it's not just about the price.
So for our buyers and sellers out there, when they're working with you, they'll know that it's not just the highest and best offer that actually wins the deal. Actually could be the lowest offer if it's a multiple bid situation, right?
Correct, and actually I just had a deal go to contract that there had multiple offers. There were 3 offers. They were all around the same price. A couple were actually higher, but the settlement date was more desirable for our clients, so they ended up winning the bid.
Awesome. Great advice, Jon. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks again for having me.
To get in touch with Jon directly, you can find his contact information just below us here on the video, and feel free to click on the link below to go directly to PhillyLiving.com. Speak to you soon.
Thank you.